Once upon a time, in a magical realm, where dreams took flight and fairy tales came to life, there lived a beautiful princess named Amara. Unlike typical princesses, who dreamt of handsome princes and grand balls, Amara's heart yearned for something more. She wanted to explore the mystical enchanted forest that lay just beyond her kingdom's borders. Her counselors, however, warned her of the forest's dangers. Legend spoke of a fearsome dragon that lurked within its depths, guarding a treasure trove of untold riches and magical artifacts. Many had entered the enchanted forest, but none had ever returned. Still, Amara's curiosity burned bright. So, with a determined nod, she decided to venture into the forest and discover its secrets. Donning a cloak that shimmered like stardust, she slipped out of the castle. The moment she stepped into the enchanted forest, the trees parted, revealing a world like no other. Sparkling waterfalls cascaded down emerald cliffs, and exotic flowers bloomed in hues she had never seen. Yet a sense of unease lingered in the air, reminding her of the dragon's presence. Determined to reach the heart of the forest, Amara pressed on. Suddenly, a wise old owl, perched on a nearby branch, hooted softly, startling her. The princess responded with a gentle voice, explaining her desire to help the forest. The owl, touched by her pure intentions, offered to guide her, hoping that together they could save the forest. Their journey led them deeper into the woods until they reached a clearing, and there in the distance, Amara saw a magnificent palace made entirely of living trees. Vines and ivy adorned its walls, and flowers carpeted the ground around it. As she drew closer, she realized that this was the home of the forest's guardian, a powerful sorceress who was also the dragon's sister. The sorceress, upon hearing Amara's tale, agreed to help break the curse. She revealed that the dragon wasn't inherently evil, but had been trapped in her lair, cursed to hoard treasure and live in darkness by an evil sorcerer seeking to steal her powers. The curse could only be broken by someone who valued compassion and kindness above all else. With the sorceress's guidance, Amara found the entrance to the dragon's lair, hidden behind a waterfall. Entering the cavern, she was met with a sight that took her breath away. Mountains of gold and precious gems glittered in the dim light, guarded by the fearsome dragon. Who dares disturb my hoard? The dragon boomed, his voice echoing through the cavern. Amara stepped forward, unafraid. She explained her quest, emphasizing her desire to help. Touched by her sincerity, the dragon allowed her to approach. As she neared him, Amara noticed not just the immense dragon, but also a tiny winged creature curled up in a corner. It was the dragon's true form, imprisoned within the curse. Using the sorceress's magic and guided by Amara's compassionate heart, they broke the curse. The little dragon soared through the air, its scales shimmering with newfound colors, and Amara felt a surge of joy. With the forest's guardian freed, the enchanted forest came back to life. Lush greenery replaced the withered trees, and magical creatures frolicked in the glades. The grateful animals proclaimed Amara their protector, recognizing her deep connection to nature. Returning to her kingdom, she was greeted as a hero. People marveled at her tales of dragons and enchanted forests, but some doubted her story. Skeptical, the king decided to send his son, Prince Caius, to the forest to gather proof of Amara's adventure. However, upon reaching the forest's edge, he, too, felt its rejuvenating magic and decided to explore further. There he encountered the talking animals who shared Amara's tale, convincing the prince of her bravery. Realizing his own prejudices, Caius collected vibrant flowers and precious gems as proof and returned to the kingdom. Confronting his father, he described the forest's transformation and the flourishing life within. The king, moved by his son's wonder, finally believed Amara's story. He apologized for doubting her, and pledged his support for her continued efforts to protect the enchanted forest. And so, Princess Amara continued her journeys into the enchanted forest, forever balancing her royal duties with her love for the mystical realm. She understood that true strength lay not in material wealth, but in the richness of one's heart and the magic that connected all living things. The end.